Hey guys, welcome back to another Confidence Edit. Today we have our Dermalic nail ambassador, Carrie, joining us today. Carrie's been doing nails and all things beauty for how long?
For about 14 years.
14 years. Today is going to be all about how to achieve perfect minimalist nails at home, and we're gonna break all of it down for you here today. I feel like people don't really know how to file their nails. That's my feeling.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people, what they do is that they do the back and forth motion.
Like a saw, right?
Yeah. You want to avoid that. You want to go from the sides of the nails to the middle of the nail. If you do the back and forth motion, that's going to create more tension to the nail.
Yeah.
So you want to avoid that to prevent any breakage.
With a standard manicure, when you walk into a nail salon, they bring out like a warm bowl of water. But Carrie, you don't do that.
No.
So why not?
Because again, that's adding moisture to the actual nail, right? So if you want them to last longer, you want to dehydrate the nail before you apply any product so it can last.
You want it to adhere.
Yeah.
And the moisture will get in the way of the products adhering properly, right?
Correct, yes.
Right. What are we up to now before we buff? You're just rounding off
I'm just making sure.
What would you call this nail shape for the people at home? Like a squoval?
A squoval, yeah.
So a squoval is a square nail that's has like rounded or oval corners. Any other like tips that you've developed over the years that you feel like are unique to you?
Maybe after, like, let's say you buff your nails, right? You also get like residue underneath the nail. You want to buff that also.
It's really easy to like harm the nail if you're buffing yourself. So how do we ensure that if we're doing our own nails, we're buffing in a healthy way?
You want to do it in a next motion like this. You just want to take off the shine of the nail before you apply the product. And the other thing I was mentioning before, when you file, you get residue underneath the nail. So you want to flick the buff up to remove that residue underneath.
So we're buffing the nail to kind of remove any like surface oils to ensure that the nail polish that we put on there after adheres better.
Yes.
Okay. And let me tell you, Carrie's being very gentle with my nails right now. She's not applying a lot of pressure. It does not hurt. It's very common even in skincare where people feel like unless they're in pain, they're not fully exfoliating properly. And that's not necessarily true.
You can feel it. Also, like if you apply too much pressure and you go back and forth too much, you're going to feel like a burning sensation in your nail.
Right. Carrie, tell us more about you. How did you get involved in, nail art and nail care and everything that you do?
I actually started doing nails since I was like maybe 14, 15 with friends, and I eventually decided to go to beauty school. I'm actually a licensed cosmetologist, so I can also do hair as well, but I fell in love with nails, so I concentrated in that area. So buffing the nail also like in these areas here where you have some unevenness.
Yeah.
Buffing the nail can also help that, so that when you apply your color, you don't have streaks.
Yeah, or
as
bumps.
much. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going into step 3, which is...
We're going to push back the cuticle area and just try to get rid of all the dead skin.
And I want to reiterate, what Carrie's doing for me right now does not hurt. Explain to them, you're pushing it back, but you're also kind of like removing it at the same time. You're scraping it, yes.
Scraping, and also having good tools helps with that, right? You don't want to apply too much pressure because, again, you can make and create damage to the nail.
Absolutely. Oh, so this I've never seen. Like, I don't know many nail artists or manicurists that use a eyebrow wand.
I like to use it just to basically get rid of all the residue. Again, you want to make sure you don't have any
debris.
In the nail,
build up.
Because then you're going to see it when you apply the product, and we don't want that.
It's like exfoliating the nail. If you exfoliate the skin, you're not going to leave all of the debris on your face. What is the number one mistake that you see in people who do their own nails?
I would say sometimes over filing the nail, especially if you do gels, let's say, right?
Well, we haven't even touched gels yet. Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Some people don't have the time or they want to remove it at home,
Right.
which you can, but you can create a lot of damage to the nail especially if you decide you want to pull on the gel. So for the following step, we're going to be applying 3 coats of Transfix, which is an anti-aging base coat. It has a sheer tone. You want to glide the brush at a 45-degree angle.
I feel like what I'm doing wrong is that I don't go at a 45-degree angle. I think I go at a 90-degree. No, I go parallel. What would that be?
Just like flat against the nail.
Yeah, that's wrong. You're saying it should be 45.
It should be 45, and you also want to make sure that you don't have too much or not enough product in the brush. You want to get a good amount of product in the brush.
Okay.
And then just glide. When you do apply the color, you want to make sure that you're capping the free edge.
So can you explain to everyone what capping the free edge is?
You can either do it at the beginning or at the end, but you just want to make sure you glide that color on the edge of the nail to make sure you seal it all together.
Yeah, and I feel like this is that secret step that really extends the life of your manicure.
And then also another trick is to allow dry time in between coats. That's another error that you may be doing at home.
So how much dry time would you say?
I would say like 2 minutes, 3 minutes in between coats.
And what's great about Transfix is that it acts as your base coat. So you are skipping that step, but it also acts as your color.
And again, it's buildable. We're doing 3 coats, but you can also do 2 depending on how opaque you want the color to be.
We did 3 coats of Transfix. Now we're going to move on to step 5.
Which is expedite. We're going to apply a top coat to just seal everything together.
So I'm going to give you some nail techniques and you tell me what you like better, okay? So short nails or long nails?
Short nails.
Matte nails or glossy nails?
Glossy nails.
Gels or acrylics?
Gel.
Oh, that was like
For sure.
instant. French or ombre?
Ombre.
Wow, I'm surprised. You rebel. Nude tones or bright colors?
I would say bright colors.
Okay. Okay, so this is looking amazing. I feel like we've achieved soap nails, but we have one last step, correct?
Yes. We're going to be applying
Rejuvenate.
Yes. So this is a nail and cuticle treatment. So we're going to apply a small amount.
Before I started doing nails and like being involved in Dermalect, I would have totally just rubbed cream all over my nail bed. But you use it more as like a treatment for the skin around the nails and then it infuses the nails, correct?
Yeah. So you want to get a small amount and then you want to massage that.
And I love it's just like helping you achieve like a just very healthy, hydrated look.
Yes, and you can also get a cotton swab that has these thin end.
Like a pointed one.
Yeah, it will help you spread it closer to the cuticle area without messing up.
Yeah, because you have more control with that. What if you have bare nails? Then would you recommend putting it on the actual nail bed or do you still recommend putting it around?
Yeah, I would do it on the nail as well.
Rejuvenate has like a very light feel to it. It's like very rich and luxurious, but at the same time, it like absorbs really nicely into the nail and the skin. I feel like a new person. Look at this. It's like totally different nails. And this is actually a kit that we recommend for like gel and acrylic damaged nails, but I don't get gels or acrylics and I feel like it's so good just to restore and strengthen and fortify the nail. Carrie, thank you so much. I feel like a new person. And for anyone wanting to do minimalist nails, soap nails at home, really, I mean, you just need a few things to get yourself started at home and you can get salon quality, beautiful, restored nails.
And this kit basically has what you will need for soap nails. And it does help that the base coat already has color to it. So at home, you want to have less layers.
Yes, absolutely.
So that definitely is a good product.
If you like this video and you want to see more content with Carrie, we want to bring Carrie back, let us know in the comments. We'll see you on another confidence edit.